It's not every day that a major Canadian city basically throws up its hands and asks the federal government to declare a state of emergency over crime. But that's exactly what is happening right now in Surrey, British Columbia. So what could possibly push them to take such a huge step? Well, let's get into it. This quote right here from Surrey's mayor, it cuts right to the heart of the whole issue. She's making it crystal clear that they're not just dealing with typical local crime. No, she's signaling that the city is up against a threat that's crossed international borders, and there's just no way they can fight it on their own. This is a big, big call for a national response.
Okay, so how did we even get here? I mean, this wasn't just some off-the-cuff remark from the mayor. This was a formal motion, a decision that the city's entire leadership agreed on, and when that happens, you know it's sending a powerful message.
So here's what actually went down. On Monday, the City Council officially passed a motion formally asking Ottawa to step in. And the really crucial part, the vote was unanimous. Every single council member was on board. And their focus was laser sharp on one thing, a really frightening escalation in extortion-related crimes. A motion this serious? Well, it doesn't just come out of nowhere. It was triggered by one specific, really alarming incident. You could call it the tipping point, the final straw for a community that was already feeling pretty on edge.
So let's just walk through the timeline here. It's super early Monday morning, not even 4 a.m., when police hear a gunshot. Just moments later, they manage to pull over a suspicious vehicle nearby. And inside, well, they find exactly what they were afraid of, a loaded handgun. 2 people are arrested right there on the spot. I mean, it's a fast-moving, really tense situation that just set everything else in motion.
So who was in that car? We have 20-year-old Harshdeep Singh and 21-year-old Hunt Singh. But here's the detail, the one little fact that connects this single arrest to the city's massive plea for help. Both of them are foreign nationals. And that single fact is absolutely central to understanding why Surrey believes this problem is way beyond the scope of local police. And that's the whole point, right? It's about connecting the dots from this one arrest to that much bigger picture the mayor was painting. This incident is being framed as a symptom of a much, much larger disease, one that local police just can't fight on their own. So when the mayor says transnational crime, what does that even mean? Well, we're talking about organized criminal networks that operate across borders. Think of it like a global problem that is suddenly showing up on local streets. These aren't just a few bad actors. They're part of these complex, international operations that a single city's police force is just not equipped to handle. And this is the core of their whole argument. The mayor is basically saying their local resources are completely maxed out. To have any chance of fighting this, they need the full weight of the federal government behind them. We're talking everything from national law enforcement all the way to immigration authorities. So what is Surrey specifically asking for? This wasn't just some vague cry for help. Oh no, the City Council laid out a very detailed 4-point action plan that they want Ottawa to get started on, like, yesterday.
Let's break down this 4-point plan. First up, they want more federal resources, more agents on the ground, better intel sharing. Second, they want a new national commissioner, a single person whose entire job is to focus on extortion. Third, and this is probably the most controversial piece, they are demanding faster deportations for any non-citizens involved in these crimes. And finally, they want accountability. They want Ottawa to give them quarterly progress reports so they know what's actually being done.
This quote from the mayor connects directly to that third demand. She's spelling it out, saying this isn't just a criminal justice issue, it's also an immigration and citizenship issue. And that's exactly why the city is pushing so hard for the power to fast-track deportations for foreign nationals convicted of these kinds of crimes. Underneath all of this, there's this powerful current of public fear. The mayor is tapping into a feeling that a lot of residents have, that the current laws just aren't strong enough to protect them. This sense that the system itself is failing is what's adding this incredible urgency to their demands. And make no mistake, this isn't just some initiative coming from City Hall. The call for federal action is being echoed by voices from the community and from other levels of government too. It's creating this sort of chorus of pressure aimed right at Ottawa. And that pressure, it's building from 2 sides. From the ground up, you've got everyday residents literally protesting in the streets, demanding protection. And then from the top down, you have a member of the ruling federal party who is backing the city's motion and promising to take it directly to the public safety minister. I think this quote from a community member just perfectly captures the mood on the ground.
Nobody is under the illusion that there's a quick fix here. It's just a really urgent, pragmatic plea to use every single tool available right now before this problem spirals even further out of control.
And the conversation is already getting more specific, which is interesting. We're starting to see some concrete ideas being floated for what federal help could actually look like. The MP who's supporting the motion mentioned things like funding for more street cameras or even getting a dedicated helicopter for nighttime surveillance. It shows the request is moving beyond a general plea into a real discussion about actual tangible resources. And so, that's where we are right now. You've got a city council standing completely united, you have a community mobilized in the streets, and you have politicians amplifying that call for help. The pressure on Ottawa is just immense. The only question left is, what are they going to do about it?